Hello, you guys, and welcome to the Woman's Cave.
Oh, we did it
together. Yeah, so we need to address this narcissism. Our guest, was like, thank you. You did such a good. She gave me a round of applause on my summary on the show, and you're gonna take it? Like, you can't have it. I'm Jade.
Okay, first of all, you can't just put your name out there because now I have to answer back with I will know.
I know, so you like
and now
moments.
I can't even remember what I was going to say. So that's just rude.
Victory. That's me. I won.
Pause everything. The narcissism has something to say. Give me a second. It was we are two people. We're shared. She gives you a clap. It's meant for me too. Me.
Wow, it's meant for. You know what? I'm gonna just go ahead on and talk about what I had for lunch. Right? You know, I had like some fried chicken. It was so.
I offered to make her a waffle, and then I remembered we don't have a waffle in the studio kitchen. So waffle maker. It
was so good though. And I had macaroni and cheese. Like, it is so good. I'm so not fitting into my dress tomorrow. I'm so not doing it. It's gonna be like, why did she squeeze into that dress? Because I ate so well for the last 2 days. I'm so excited.
She was on a red carpet diet, and in the last 48 hours, she's eating Chinese food for sodium, so she blew up. And then she ate out with Italian food for pasta, and then today she had macaroni and cheese with fried chicken and a beer.
Oh yeah.
What was the point of the diet?
So I could be my normal weight.
Oh, whatever. I cannot wait till the red carpet correspondent says something. I'm gonna bring this up as a question.
You know what? Really? You would bring it up?
No, I wouldn't, because
that's okay.
We wrote books.
I have one thing to say. It's okay. Because the next time I make macaroni and cheese, I'm just gonna eat it in front of your face.
See. Anyway, moving on. We wrote books. I have nothing else to say.
Jade wins. Okay. We wrote books. The And I Thought series, and I thought the voice was bad, but I was like, hold on. This is also available on the Audible book. Joe Sands did a really great job. Okay. And I thought being grown up was easy. And then just all the other and I thoughts. I mean, literally, it's a lot of and I thoughts. She's still flashing it, but there's so many and I thoughts. Like, it's hard. It's a long list. So you have a lot to choose from. Lots of poetry, so enjoy the pop poetry. I appreciate it. And the Misfit Guys, Assassin's Creed leaves crooked footprints, and also Misfit Guys cocktail stories in the LBD.
And then I wrote books by myself, so here you go.
Foreign Coffee, Widow's Web, The Managers. And then we did the 25 hottest indie authors, artists, and advocates. You can check that out online. Bam! Only $4.50 for the digital copy. Save a trade. You can check out everything that we do on www.andwethought.com. And the books, excuse me. I guess that cheese is telling on me a little bit. Maybe I shouldn't have had cheese before I got on. You can check out the books on Amazon.com, the audio book on Audible.com, and BarnesandNoble.com for the books again. All right. So you guys aren't here to hear about us. You're here to hear about our wonderful guests. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes. Hello, ladies. Thank you very much. My name
is a lot more energy than us.
A lot more energy? It's because I'm drinking a Powerade. My daughter is downstairs making coffee. So she is a 15-year-old girl who has been drinking it since she's 12. She found the love of it, so I share the love of coffee with her. Mm-hmm. But my name is Jolene Mooy. Moody like miserable, but I'm not. And I am a screenwriter, producer, and actor. And I am super excited to be on this with you today, ladies. So thank you very much.
Well, thank you for coming on. Like nobody, I just don't understand why people are excited to be interviewed by us. We're silly, right?
And we're bad at it.
We're horrible at it. Horrible. So how did you combine or become, you said you were a screenwriter and an actress. So was that like a marriage that always happened, or was it like a marriage that happened later?
I've been on stage since I was a kid.
Oh, well.
And then my professional life in my earlier years, I was a television reporter and anchor. But I always wanted to write. So I would literally sit at my desk, like I'd make my phone calls for my stories and sit at my desk and write scripts. And in my head, I'd be like, I'm getting paid to write these scripts because I was getting paid from the news station. But I did it for 10 years, and it's one of those things where I kind of forced a job I didn't love. And when I would tell people that, they would say, you're crazy. Look what you're doing. you're on local TV and, bigger stories that got attention. I was even on, have you ever seen the show Snapped?
Yes.
Oh my God, I was on Snapped. So yeah, because I covered this story where this woman murdered 2 of her husbands with antifreeze. Her name was Stacy Castor, and I covered that case. So when Snapped rolled into town to cover it, they interviewed me as a reporter that covered the case, and I thought that was the coolest thing. But that kind of pushed me out the door to say, there's more that I want. There's more that I want to have. And I've always wanted to write for television, so that's the goal I'm working towards now. And I just actually finished shooting an original pilot that I wrote. I finished shooting that probably about 2.5 weeks ago, and we're in post-production right now editing. It's been a crazy ride.
I'm jealous.
I'm jealous because first and foremost, we didn't know you then, and I couldn't ask to come to the craft services because I would have totally asked and ate everything and embarrassed you, and you would have wished you never invited me.
The food was phenomenal, and I'm not even kidding you. I'm in upstate New York, and the woman who catered it, she has this place called Backyard Bistro. We had stuffed French toast, stuffed cannoli French toast. I live in the sticks.
Why is she saying this? Like, I'm just sad I didn't know you 2 weeks ago. Like,
okay, so I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, I like you as a person. Don't get me wrong, but food is like near and dear to my heart. So, as you can tell,
Stuffed cannoli French toast.
Yes. I say
stuff.
yes.
And you can carry it with you because we're all buzzing around on set. You could grab it and eat it as you go. It was perfect.
Oh my goodness.
Oh
my goodness.
Okay.
Goodness.
Okay. Normally we don't get stumped that often, but I'm still thinking about how
I'm still eating it.
You bite into
I'm still eating it.
How that flavor explodes with the.
I have it in my hand, and I have a cup of coffee like right here, like in my.
Let's get back to your right hand.
Let's get back to why you're really on.
Several times I did that.
How excited are you though that you got to see something you wrote come to life after 10 years at a job you didn't like and now it's here?
God. Honest to God, ladies, all 5 days I produced it. So I had someone else direct it. I had a whole team there. Watching it unfold, there's even a photo that the behind the scenes photographer took where I'm just in awe. Like I was weepy every day, at least 3 times a day. Not where people were like, what is wrong with her? I just kept it to myself because it's crazy. Like I pulled this team of 14 crew members together, 14 actors. Everybody's there. Everybody's doing their job. And I can hear the words that I wrote unfolding, and I'm watching it happen. And I said, finally, Act 3, because this is like my 3rd shift, I'm finally doing what I truly, truly love. No kidding.
I can understand that. The first time I heard the audiobook, I think I was like, okay, so this is real. Like, you like the books, you don't really mind with them. Then I was like, this is real. Like, wow. Yeah. It's an amazing feeling.
It does.
It does. You get down in there and you're just like, these are not tears of sadness. These are tears of joy. Like, I can't believe it. I dreamed it. I put it on the vision board, whatever.
Yeah. It is on my vision board. My vision board is right there. There's 2.
Can we see it?
There's one. Let me unplug here. I can't do this backwards.
I love it.
Wait. Oh, here it is. So on my vision board, right there is is my finger.
Okay, there we go.
So it's right there. And this is all the film stuff. And then there's one over here in my office that's hanging. And this is kind of more of the health and millionaire and I'm going to have all the money and everyone's going to know my name kind of thing, but not an egotistical way, honestly. No. Just like, this is what I've been pushing for and this is what I want. So yeah, that's it.
It's called deserved notoriety.
Right.
That's what.
Because you worked for it, and I don't think it's egotistical when you do your job well and people notice.
Yeah.
I was just having a conversation with our friend last night, and she got this huge promotion, and she's like, I don't deserve this promotion. And I was like, you've been there 8 years, you've grinded it out with this school, and they gave you a promotion that you deserve. Because you've been there, you've shown up, you woke up at God knows how early in the morning, dealt with how many kids, and they gave you a promotion to train teachers. So it's not a bad thing. It's not egotistical. It's beautiful because someone recognized what you're doing. And I'm so happy you got to have that moment.
Thank you,
and you're gonna have more moments.
So
anyway,
my narcissism is going to say, so when you're up for an Emmy after your pilot gets picked up, I'm going to ask if we can come. Before we get there, let's ask you. Before that, we already want to come in for craft services, but now let's ask real questions.
Yes.
Let's try to do our job at some point. Because, I mean, you're a professional at it, so we should try.
What does that look like?
Doing great. Are you kidding?
Okay, so how big of a leap was it for you to go, okay, I'm walking out of the door and I'm gonna go do what I love? Because I saw on your vision board it says pursue passion, not perfection.
Yeah.
So to put that into real life, what was it like? Was it nerve-wracking?
It still is. It still is. Like, I think when you take risks, I don't think people understand until they fully immerse them. You can relate to this with what you do. Until you fully immerse yourself in the risk, it's not in the moment. It's in all of the moments. Mm-hmm. Even now, I've been out of news for 10 years now. Mm-hmm. And I'm still taking risks. And there's moments where I think people think I've given up on something and I'm nothing now. And then this, like literally when I shot this, the newspapers picked up on it. Of course, I'm blasting it out there into the internet. And all of a sudden people are coming out of the woodwork going, oh my God, this is what you've been doing? And it's so filling. It's like you wait for so long to have those moments where people go, oh, you are relevant, which is the theme of the pilot. It's called Sticks. And it's about 4 women living in the sticks because that's where I live. I live with the cows and the horses and the alpaca farms, nothing but trees around me. And struggling to find relevancy as a woman, no matter where you are, even as a person, this is what I'm embracing in Sticks, follows these 4 women, struggling to find relevancy in their little lives so they can show the world that there's more to them than meets the eye. And one of my characters' names is Jade.
Yeah, she's like, wait. You better be happy it's not well known. I'd be like, it was written after me. I sold my life rights.
No, I'd be like, absolutely. I have to smile, but I'm still sad that I didn't get to eat. Like, so it doesn't.
She's like, it doesn't matter what it's called. I didn't eat.
I put on a few pounds. I mean, you're running around on set, but I mean, the food is always, you always have food laid out. There's always something there. You wake up in the morning, it's still there. Before they put the fresh stuff out, yeah.
I read about it in a book once, and
she shared that dream with me,
it's
and
been
we
my
were like,
but I'm gonna try to stay relevant. Stay relevant on this topic.
Yeah, I was like relevant.
I know. Okay. I don't feel relevant. Are you joking? Anyway, moving on. What part of New York do you live in? If you want to share it, you don't have to.
Oh no, I am way upstate. I'm about an hour from the Canadian border.
Oh, cool.
So I'm like in what they call the North Country. Have you ever heard of the Thousand Islands?
Yes.
Alexander Bay. Where are you?
Annapolis, Maryland.
Okay, so I'm like part of what I'm writing is set in the Thousand Islands.
Oh, nice place.
Yeah. Oh, gorgeous.
Sticks though, there ain't nothing out there.
No,
and I don't even know why I was out there, but yeah.
It's beautiful there, and the little town I'm in is called Pulaski.
Oh, I heard of it.
We shot it here. We shot it all in my hometown, but in the script, it's known as Doverling.
Oh,
so,
okay.
It was a lot of fun.
Okay, so you've done writing, and now you've done producing. So what does it feel like to control the world in your head and then control the world on set? What's the differences?
I was not in full control. I had to, overall as the producer, you are in control of it. But allowing someone else to direct, allowing someone else to dictate the set, allowing someone else to shoot your video.
Oh, you're pausing a little bit.
In a different way. Am I good?
Yeah, you're good.
So you have to give up control and somehow be in control of giving up control, of letting other people do these things. And that was hard. But I think as you get older, and I'm a woman no longer in my 30s, I think that it's important to give up pieces and let other people do those pieces for you so you can still function. Not because you slow down, you don't. You rev up, but you learn to be smarter about the pieces you can capture and encapsulate and manage yourself.
Okay, so I want to know some suggestions that you would have people as they as their careers grow and you recognize that you need help and you need other people, how to give up some of their control. Because a lot of it, especially as authors or as screenwriters, it's like our babies. Like we birthed this child. Mm-hmm. And it's really, really hard to be like, what are you doing to it? What are you doing?
You know what I do? I pray.
Okay. That helps.
God grant me the serenity. My Jesus, grant me the serenity. Because when you give up those pieces, it's all about trust. And strong women like us want to be in control of everything. Because how often have you given a piece up and they don't do it right? Right? It happens. And it's frustrating. But at some point, you have to be able to let the other person do their job, because then it lets you do your job better. So now I can focus more on the writing and the rewriting. And someone is editing it right now, and I have absolute faith in them. I sat there the other night. I had to go and do a voiceover for the actress. She's got to eventually plug it in, but so he could edit to it. And seeing what he did, and still I got all emotional again. You know, it's like your books. You've got to hand them to somebody to piece them together a little bit better, to edit them, to go through it, to find the mistakes that you made, you know, to put the beautiful covers on, things like that. It takes a village. You always
I love that analogy. But you know, like I used to own a publishing house, so I do all that myself.
Yeah, I do the book covers. That's me.
Oh, nice. For your analogy, I understand what you're talking about, to edit, because we shot a show for 2 years, and we edited our show, and we did our post-production, and we did our directing, and we got our cast members, and it's it's a lot. But when you see that edited thing at the end, and it's kind of just rolls together, and all of a sudden you see your story arc come together, and the necessary scenes are out, and you got behind the scenes music. Ooh, you cry.
Yeah.
You're like, I can't believe it. We made it. Even though the first one that we did was crap. I was still like, we made it. It's crap. We made it.
But you did it. You created something. That's like what 98% of the population won't do. They won't take those risks. They won't do those things. What you did is superhuman. All the things you're doing are superhuman. And we're a very small percentage of people who do that. So I commend you both for putting your necks out and doing this, and then talking to women like me to say to all of us out there, you got this, you can do this. Don't give up. Don't settle for mediocre.
Oh, don't.
So as you don't settle for mediocre, what are maybe some of the setbacks that you had, and what is the wisdom that you can share with our audience? So even though they have setbacks, they can just continue to go.
When you have the setback, allow yourself to feel the pain of it. Allow yourself to rest. I had a major setback in 2014. I was a business coach. I was a speaker. I traveled the country doing all of that. And I literally, ladies, collapsed from it. I was going nonstop, and I didn't want to do it. I wanted to write. I want to be a screenwriter and do everything I was doing, and I was denying myself that. And when I say I fell to my knees, I collapsed, and I was like, I cannot do this anymore. I don't have it. I have nothing in me. The passion is gone, and I allowed myself to rest. And I'm someone that if I'm sitting there watching TV, there's guilt about it. I should be doing something. I should be writing more of this and doing more of that. How dare I rest? But when you give yourself more and more permission to be a woman and to embrace yourself as a woman, and to take those breaks and know that those breaks help fuel you and create a better you, genuinely, the woman who emerges after the fall she's insurmountable. You can't break her. So
okay, so I
think
I'm gonna have to write that down somewhere.
Well, you gotta take breaks.
Can we put it in the book and put your name next to it?
Yeah, because we're gonna definitely have to take breaks. I think I have like 2 sips of water left in there.
I'm so sorry. This literally never happens to me.
So allergies are happening. If you guys have ever lived in the state of Maryland, you will understand that it's one of the highest allergy places
in the country. Allergy and cancer. You get one or the other.
Oh.
Yeah, so I will choose allergies every day. Every day. I will choose that allergy.
I'm sorry.
So where can people actually, we're at the end of our interview. So
no, wait.
Oh, well, no.
Question.
Can you get it out? You want to sign it and I just interpret it?
I'm gonna get this out. You help other people by being on the shoot.
Just sign it. Okay, so you help other people being on the board of Stage 32. How did that happen? How did that come to be?
I love this question. I didn't answer an ad. There was no job opening. I went after that because I wanted it. So basically, I was freelance writing for a long time. Like if you go to my website, one side is the screenwriter actor site. The other side is ghostwriter, freelance writer. I was looking for clients and I have been writing articles for filmmakers. And I thought the CEO must need a writer. And I sent him an email. I had met him at film festivals. I have actually been an educator on Stage 32. I teach a course that teaches creatives like us how to make money speaking, writing, and teaching. And I just reached out to him and I sent him some samples. And I'm like, if you ever need someone to write for you, let me know. And he said, your timing couldn't be better. And over a period of 4 to 5 months, we had conversations and eventually crafted what my position is now, which is content curator, where I manage the blogs and I find contributors. If you're interested, ladies, honestly, love to hear from you.
I don't have anything to add.
Yes, you do. You have all of
Make it up.
Are you kidding me?
Okay, well, no.
If you'll excuse me, you guys, this is the first time ever, but I think I'm trying to get water.
Water's exciting. Okay, so absolutely. So you created your own position. That is amazing.
I did. So I'm not on the board. I'm just, I'm one of their team members and I'm their content curator and I just help curate the blog content so all of the members of Stage 32 become educated. They've inspired to go after their creative passion. You're back.
I'm back.
Yes.
I have a voice.
She's back. She has a voice. Everything is good.
I'm really sorry, you guys. That's never happened.
Come on. Our audience have hung in there with us through me being on codeine and coughing. They can hang in there with us with some water.
Honestly, I wanted to reach over and grab the flask.
No.
But I was like, Jade's gonna smack my hand. That would have really helped. I would have been in a better spirit, no coughing. Because there's something in it, right? Yes, there is. She normally empties it just to make sure I don't do that. You were answering questions, and I'm gonna shut up
you
now.
curate the blog, and you are a busy lady, a lady of many, many hats. So I have like one final question that might have 2 parts. I might take one on the spot today. How do you juggle doing all of those hats? And also, where can people find you and what's next?
Great question. I use a calendar and I stick to it. This morning, I knew I needed to write. I'm writing out the whole first season of Sticks. And I said 3 hours. And I literally disciplined myself, got up, wrote for 3 hours. And so like my calendar, like this is my Stage 32 editorial calendar. Everything has a spot. It has X's. It's just about the calendar. I use Google Calendar. I block everything up. On this day, I'm writing. On this day, I have to do Stage 32 content. On this day, I'm going here. On this day, I have an audition. On this day, I go to set. And I'm very variety driven, so it works well for me. Question 2, where can people find me? JoleneMoody.com. My first name has 3 E's in it. My mother's in heaven. I cannot ask her why she did that. But it's Joleene, Moody.com. The third question, what's next? To get Sticks edited, to get it in front of producers, to get it out the door and have it financed so it can be shot up here in upstate New York because it's beautiful country. It's beautiful country. The world must see it.
Yes, they must.
It is
nice. Very.
Take it from us. We've been like, we've been everywhere.
Not everywhere.
Not everywhere. Just joking.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to say it anyway because it's Friday and why not? And it's my third.
Okay, so I'm gonna add to what she did say. That we've been everywhere. So this one time we had someone on and they were like, yes, I'm in South Dakota. And then they told us where. We were like, yeah, we've been there. We like it. And then we started talking about where we go shopping and they go, what are you doing in South Dakota? I was like, right, 2 black chicks just chilling out in South Dakota. Just for the heck of it. And that's pretty much why we showed up. We were like, why not?
Why not?
And the reason that we went to Thousand Islands was because her father likes islands that are in the United States and that aren't Caribbean, just to go see them. So Thousand Islands it is.
Did you go to the castles? Did you
I
tour?
have no idea. He just drags me like all
to
over.
these horrible places.
All over. Like I
You
was
have to go back. There's like the whole thing about the Thousand Islands is on just about every island is a castle or
We
a
was talking about that.
Okay, so
We didn't
literally
go. We went to the
just,
hotel.
he just drags me. Like I went to Richmond, Virginia, which is only like 2 hours away from me. But this island in a park, and he's like, I have to see it. I'm like, why are we in Richmond, Dad? Because what are we doing on this island that you have to see? Like, how did you even find it? Oh, I look at maps. He looks at maps and finds random islands that he can visit. So everywhere.
So there's a castle.
Everywhere. We'll go back. Look at the castle.
Old Castle, Singer Castle, like, and every story on the island is about these wealthy immigrants that came there in like the 1900s and built these fortunes. Like, it's insane. So one of the characters in Styx is an investigative journalist, go figure,
Yeah.
digging into the stories of the different people on the island. So that's how that all ties in. But yeah, there's like when I was freelance writing for a bunch of magazines up north, and part of my job was to tour these $1 million homes.
Nice.
Like, they're unbelievable, and some of them are still preserved from the late 1800s. Do you know what I mean? It's unbelievable. It's like a magical step back in history. So it's pretty awesome.
Okay,
So
we'll
when we go, we're gonna do that.
Yeah.
We'll definitely do that. And thank you so much for coming on today. And you can always check out what your ladies are doing on www.annlethorne.com. And please go to the ladies tab, go to the middle, to the charities that we probably support. We're not just talking about time, money, monetary, but you can support them by time or ideas. We really appreciate it. I know they will too. Also, you can check out Just Right Life on Facebook. You can follow that.
Or you can watch that one episode that we have left on Amazon.
Watch the one episode we have left on Amazon. And remember, you guys, the wisdom is all around you if
you're open to finding it and accepting it. So peace and love, you guys, from Winona, who's getting her nails done today because we're going red carpet.
Yes. And Jade, high five though.
Yes.
On getting your nails done.
Yes.
And Jade, bye-bye.